Hey Pisces, sorry for the late video guys. I've been having uploading issues. We're going to see what's happening for the week ahead with this deck here. And then since I didn't get a chance to do August love readings, we're going to pull love and romance messages at the end with this deck here. So without further ado, we're going to connect here and see what messages are coming up for Pisces. If you happen to find this video outside of the dates listed, don't you worry your pretty little heads. You found it whenever you were meant to find it. Take the messages that resonate. Leave the ones that don't. This is a general reading after all. So we're going to see what is coming up here for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And we'll also include Venus since we're going to cover love here for a little bit in this weekly. One more shuffle. All right, my dears, let's get right on into it. So the first card coming up for Pisces is the Knight of Cups. Now, we're not at the love portion just yet. And I know that a lot of people are going to look at it and they're maybe going to think about love anyway. First and foremost, I want to say this. Knight of Cups gets a bad rap. You know, Knight of Cups gets a bad rap. Love readings tend to label this as somebody who's like a player or a Don Juan or someone who's not serious. And that can sometimes be the case. It depends. It depends on the energy of the situation and the other cards that come up. Outside of love and romance, the Knight of Cups is going to be pursuing the things that bring the heart joy. And a lot of the times in my readings, I see Knight of Cups come up when someone is unblocking specifically around receiving. Maybe it's been hard for you to receive. Maybe you're the kind of person that someone wants to help you or do something nice for you, or they want to compliment you, and you're like, oh, no, it's okay, or oh, this whole thing, or oh, no, I'm a wreck, or I look like a mess, or oh, you're so nice for saying that, but no. Like, we might be in the habit of pushing things away or not letting things in. And the Knight of Cups is about pursuing the things that inspire you, that bring you joy. It's the quest for beauty, inspiration, creativity. And so a lot of the times I see this card come up when people start to wake up. They start to wake up to the beauty around them. They want to live. They want to experience life. They want to put themselves out there. There's a sense of adventure here. Not reckless adventure, but like just like wanting to experience life and wanting to just enjoy one's self. And so you might have seen, Pisces, that like lately, maybe you're beginning to notice beauty around you. Like, oh my gosh, I never noticed how pretty all the traffic lights were in the evening on the bus ride home. Or I never noticed how pretty or how inspiring those little blades of grass are that are growing through the cracks in the sidewalk. We start to see little things. This is you coming back into your body. This is you being more in the present moment. And this is you receiving beauty around you. And a lot of the times, this is the first step that happens when people are unblocking to receive abundance. Okay? It's something I experienced in my journey some years ago. And working with people and clients over the years, I've seen other people have kind of this moment of where there's this shift where you start to see beauty around you and you start to receive. So in that way, I want to say the Knight of Cups is not a negative card. None of the cards are really negative. They just come in with messages. You know, we might perceive them as negative or positive. But I just want to say poor Knight of Cups gets a bad rap. And a lot of the times, this is about that adventure. You know, just like the things that give you a sense of excitement and joy about life, a sense of beauty. And so a lot of you Pisces may be coming into that energy. The next card coming up here, my dears, is the Ten of Wands. So you might be very stressed. You might have a lot of things on your plate. And that Knight of Cups wants to get out there. But you're like, oh, but I have this and I have that and I have this and I have that. Oftentimes when Ten of Cups comes, not Ten of Cups, I'm sorry, Ten of Wands comes up, it tells us a couple of things. Number one, Ten of Wands is a warning for me. Ten of Wands tells me that you have a lot on your shoulders right now and you're really stressed out and you're pushing yourself to the max. And what happens if we keep pushing ourselves to the max? We're going to break down. We're going to get to a point where we're going to trip, we're going to fall. We can't keep doing it. And so 10 of Wands comes up to say, look, you've done all you can in the situation. It's time to delegate. It's time to give other people their responsibility, their portion, and to just put this down. It's too much for you to be taking upon yourself. If you don't listen and you keep pushing and pushing and pushing and forcing yourself, you'll find yourself in a situation where you drop everything anyway and you fall down with it, right? This could be where we get hit really hard with like a really bad cold or something, and then like we're in bed for a few weeks and we can't do anything, or you know, heaven forbid, some kind of a nervous breakdown or something that happens where our body just quits on us. And I'm sure, Pisces, you guys have been there, because you guys are a water sign and you guys are more in tune with your emotions. Even out of the water signs, we can maybe argue that Pisces can be more sensitive to emotion. And so when we bottle things up inside, or we keep pushing, you know, sometimes because of the stress, our body just stops. Your back might go out, or something might happen where your body's like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going on strike for a bit. I'm gonna rest. And so you can avoid that. You can avoid that situation by making sure that you're not taking too much on yourself, and you're letting yourself, you know, like put down unnecessary obligations. Some of you maybe are wanting to go on a sense of adventure and experience life, but you might be feeling like, well, I feel like I should help this person or that person. 10 of Wands can also come up to tell us that, look, you have done everything you can do in this situation. Anything that you can do for this person, anything that can be done, you've done it, right? You've fulfilled any karmic obligation or responsibility. It's okay for you to move on. The next card that's coming up here is a Temperance card, and this is a major arcana card. So even though I'm looking, in the weeklies, I set the intention for a week period. Major arcana energy is very powerful, okay? The major arcana cards come up when we're coming into a new chapter in our life. It's a defining moment. So this isn't something that's going to be around for just 7 days. This is something that's going to be around for a while. So there could be things shifting, things happening, doors opening this week that's bringing you into a period of temperance, of this major arcana card here, the 14th major arcana. So Temperance can be about compromise and balance. Temperance can come up to remind us that we need to walk before we run. Some of you are putting a lot of pressure on yourselves. You might have a very inspired idea and you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to hurry up and make it happen now. And Temperance is saying, look, Pisces, you need to slow down for a little bit. You need to kind of pull back here and trust in divine timing. Okay, trust in divine timing. You got to walk before you can run. You got to balance things out. You got to go into things with a level head. Temperance card can also sometimes come up when we're stepping onto the path where we're feeling called or guided to help. You might feel like, you know, higher power or God or angels or universe is calling you to a certain type of service or a certain, you know, a way to use your interest or skills or gifts to help people. Temperance card can come up when we're going on to that life path, life purpose, doing things that are fulfilling, doing things that we feel are contributing to the healing of our fellow brothers and sisters on this planet. Okay, so some of you might be feeling very inspired to do something in terms of philanthropy, or in terms of spiritual work, or in terms of you know, putting your art or your creativity out there and sharing it with others and trying to spread a message, right? Maybe some of you are wanting to go into the medical field, or you're wanting to do something be a first responder, whatever it is that you're feeling called to do, to help or to serve. Some of you might be in this energy of, I want to serve this planet, and this is the way I feel called to serve this planet. That can be something that happens when the Temperance card comes up. Temperance card can also be Sagittarius energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or if you have a Sagittarius placement, there might be really big areas of change. There might be really big changes happening in that area of your life, okay? Now, the next card coming up here for Pisces is the High Priestess, and this is you guys. Wow, and look at this. Now we have two major arcana cards coming in back to back. For me, in my readings, when major arcana cards come in back to back, we're talking about a massive karmic shift, okay? When I say karmic shift, it doesn't necessarily have to involve another person. It can, but to me, this is like upgrading energies. So this is going to be like breaking past life agreements or past life contracts, or the things that no longer serve you. And I feel, Pisces, that for the majority of you, these old contracts that no longer serve you, that you're breaking, have to do with limiting beliefs. I feel like it has to do with your belief system. Certain things that you've believed for many lifetimes, or ways that you've viewed yourself for many lifetimes, you're realizing these are lies, these aren't true, and they've been holding me back. And so I feel like there's a lot of changes in your belief system. Now, because the High Priestess is astrologically connected here, associated with Pisces, this also tells me, my darlings, that you're coming into a time of empowerment. When I'm reading for someone and their major arcana card comes up for their sign, it tells me everything you're dealing with right now is directly linked and directly connected to what you came here to master, what you came here to experience. You coming into your authenticity, into who you are, shaking off those labels, shaking off the programming, and living life unapologetically as who you are, right? What comes natural to you and what you want to do. Pisces, you guys have had an ongoing theme in the weekly forecasts for a while, where it's been like you guys have been in this feistier energy. You're tired of taking the back seat. You're tired of, having to always be the one to keep the peace. You're tired of having to kind of shape and mold yourself to the interests of other people, to be polite or to be sociable. And so a lot of you are just in this energy of, what about what I want? What about what I want? What about what I want to do? I don't need you judging me for what I want to do. I don't care if you think it's cool. I don't care if you think that you can see me doing it or not, if you can visualize me as that kind of person or not. I'm not who you say I am. I'm who I say I am, right? So there's like this empowering energy when, for me in my readings, when I see your major arcana card come up. So everything coming up and leading up to this point in your life has happened for a reason. And a lot of you are going to start figuring out in the coming weeks and months what those reasons are, and how you're going to be able to take those experiences and use them as tools to give yourself a very happy future and to help other people along the way. We're going to go ahead and pull some cards here around love and romance for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and of course Venus. Guys, I encourage you to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign if you haven't already. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. They might add a little extra information. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me. There I am having a sale for a limited time, and there's more detailed information about that in the community tab. Alrighty, Pisces. Oh, look, Page of Cups. This could be you. This could be a younger or youthful water sign energy. Obviously, water signs are going to be Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. But as I said, it could be you and your energy. You may be coming into a renewed energy. You may be coming into a sense of playfulness. One of the messages of the Page of Cups is when we don't take things too seriously. There's a sense of playfulness, daydreaming, fun. These are energies associated with the Page of Cups. Now, for me, in my readings, I see Page of Cups come up a lot of the times when somebody's heart chakra is starting to open up, and they might have a limited capacity for receiving. And that goes right along with what I was telling you about Knight of Cups. For me, Knight of Cups comes up when somebody is opening up to receive. And for me, Page of Cups comes up when somebody's heart chakra is opening up. We can't receive if the heart chakra is not opened up. Now, when our heart chakra starts to open up, we can feel really overwhelmed with emotions. We can be very emotional, and we might find ourselves wanting to sabotage ourselves or push people away. But something in the energy makes me feel, Pisces, like you've already caught yourself doing this. Like you already did it. You caught yourself doing it, and you're realizing that, okay, I want to make a change here, but how? How can I make the change? So the way that you can make the change, Page of Cups tells us, adopt a playful approach. Make time for play. Make time for rest. Make time to step away from the situation a little bit and try to lighten the mood, lighten your energy. Okay? You're going to learn to not take things so seriously without ignoring them or sweeping them under the rug. You're going to master this in your love life. You're going to master communication in your love life over the coming months. I feel that very strongly for Pisces. Okay, so with the Page of Cups, it's a sense of playfulness. Playfulness, you know, as our heart chakra is opening up and as we're feeling intense emotions, taking it one day at a time. Taking it one day at a time and making time for those rests. Making time for recreation. The next card that's coming up here, my dears, is the Four of Wands. And Four of Wands traditionally, a lot of the times, is associated with marriage, with getting married. And so some of you may be getting married. Some of you may be manifesting marriage. Some of you may be going to a wedding or a party or gathering that you maybe don't want to go to, you know, and these cards could be telling you like look, you don't want to go because you're feeling overwhelmed right now with emotion as your heart chakra is opening up, but this is going to be a good opportunity for you to receive. This is going to be a good opportunity for you in your love life to attend this event or to go. Okay, Four of Wands for me also sometimes comes up when you're breaking out of a cycle or a pattern of lovers. All right, so when we have lovers, you know, to me, how I define a lover, there could be some real emotion there. You guys might have a very strong emotional bond. You may have strong feelings for each other, but your lives don't mesh outside of your little rendezvous or your get-togethers, outside of your dates. Your lives don't mesh outside of that. You don't hang out with their friends. They don't hang out with your friends. Your families and friends would not mesh if you brought them together. They might have different goals in life than the goals that you have, but there could be a strong connection here. When I see the Four of Wands, you're manifesting a relationship where you guys are going to have mutual friends. You guys are going to spend time together. You guys are going to have a group of friends, excuse me, who are like family to you. And so there's a sense of establishing a home, establishing a future, establishing, you know, people that you can get together with and enjoy all your blessings with. So it's for me, Four of Wands is deeper than just saying, oh yeah, you're going to get married, or oh yeah, there's going to be a wedding. This is very solid. This is very solid. This is very long-term. Four of Wands can also sometimes indicate the returning to, for me anyway, sometimes like you're returning back home or you're going back home. So maybe you're going back to the town or the city or the country where you grew up from. And there was another sign that had the message that somebody might be going back home, or, you know, back to visit their birthplace or their childhood home, and that they might specifically be going there looking for love, looking for a spouse. I can't remember which one of the signs it was, but something in your energy in this reading to me feels very familiar. And so I feel some of you might have maybe somebody you know went away, and they reached out to you and they said, Pisces, I'm going to come and I'm going to visit, you know, all the old gang and the old family. You know, they might be coming here and letting you know that they're going out there because they may be considering you for a, you know, marriage or settling down, or you may be planning a trip back to the place where you or, you know, where you're from, and you might be thinking of looking for love or romance there, because you might be thinking that, you know what, that's where I'm gonna find someone that thinks how I think and has the same priorities. So for some of you, there could be a sense of like returning home specifically to find a marriage mate, or somebody may be coming out to visit you, and they might be thinking of you in that way. Okay, now the next card coming up is the Nine of Pentacles. And Nine of Pentacles can indicate financial independence. And some of you might be wanting to do this because you might be feeling like this is going to make you feel more secure in your love life. Maybe you feel like if you have your own money, you're not going to be stuck in a situation. If you're unhappy, you're going to be able to leave. Maybe some of you think that if you have your own money, you're like, well, maybe if I have my own money, you know, my partner won't get too comfortable, and they won't get carried away, and they won't do whatever they want to do. Maybe if I have my own money, they'll be like, oh, well, let me, you know, let me stay on it so that Pisces doesn't get, you know, annoyed and leave, you know. So some of you might be feeling like financial security is making you feel safer in your romantic relationship. And so there could be some of you letting your partner know that, like, you know, you need to support me in this, right? If you want me to be happy in this relationship, you need to support me in me figuring out my money and figuring out my independence. Nine of Pentacles can also indicate that you're being watched, not in a negative way, not in a scary way. You may have someone who's kind of keeping tabs on you because they're admiring you from afar. Okay, sometimes Nine of Pentacles can be a secret admirer even. Like, you know, we're talking about somebody who's admiring you, and some of you might know who this is, but like they're not stepping up to you. You're like, what in the heck? Like, they seem interested in me. I'm giving them the signs. I'm letting them know that I'm interested in them. How come they're not stepping up to me? Well, the reason is, in the Nine of Pentacles, a lot of the times what I've seen is they just want to make sure you're not too good to be true. They're looking at you like, whoa, like this is like, is Pisces for real? You're checking off all their boxes. But they're looking at you like, you know, who is Pisces when I'm not looking, right? Kind of like that Blake Shelton song, Who Are You When I'm Not Looking? They're trying to get a good feel of who you really are as a person, and also how not to blow it when they do step up to you and when they do try to go for their chance. So some of you might notice somebody seems to be interested in you, but they're not taking any steps or any moves. You just keep doing what you're doing. They will step up to you. I feel for some of you, this person might not step up to you and confess their feelings until around mid-September to early October. I know that feels like a lifetime from now, but I do feel that sense or that energy of just trying to figure out who you are, and before stepping up to you, before trying to pursue this relationship with you. Now, if you're, like, as I said, if you're already, you know, with someone and you know that you want to be with that person, the Nine of Pentacles could be you just kind of making your partner know that, hey, I want things to be fair in the relationship, I want things to be balanced in the relationship, and I want to be able to have my own money, or I want to have some financial independence or some financial freedom here. Okay? So, as I said, you may want to check out your moon sign, rising sign, Venus sign. Some weeks are going to resonate more than others. It might bring you a little extra information that could be helpful. You may also want to get a private reading. As I said, calendly.com/amethystangelite. You can schedule a private reading with me there, and you can check out the sell info in the community tab. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.